All right. Yes, we are back, everybody.
I'm a visual artist.
All right. They don't care about us. It's went off. Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Miss OptimiZm, and we are speaking about the truth, and nothing but the truth right now. Oh, my gosh. What is going on at the White House? So right now, Eric Trump is in a lot of trouble, y'all. When I say a lot, I'm talking about a lot of trouble. So much so that he may actually be the one that kind of cans his dad's presidency. I was like pregnancy. Ew. Presidency. Ooh. So before that happened, President Trump tweeted that there's no chaos in the White House. There's minimal issues. We're getting along bigly, right? Bullcrap. So within that time, Priebus is gone. The Mooch is gone. I mean, Sir Mooch just got there, but I guess with him talking about, a bunch of cocksucking and all that other stuff, that kind of got him canned, right? Yeah. I don't really think that his mouth was appropriate for the position that he was going for. But anyway, who am I to say? And with that being said, the president had to tweet, oh, there's nothing going on with the White House. Everybody's happy and singing kumbaya. We're all getting along. There's no chaos whatsoever. Well, his tiny hands lied. A lot of chaos is going on in the White House right now. Outside of Sarah Moochie being kicked out and the Mooch is gone, the Mooch got the boot. In other news, Eric Trump says he's tired of no one standing up for his father. Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start laughing. He said he's tired of people not, I'm sorry. He's tired of people not standing up for his dad. And he was on Hannity's show, the favorite media outlet of the Trump family, because, basically Hannity is sucking their behind and saying what they want to say, what the Trumps want him to say. So he says, my dad said, a couple days ago in a tweet, he said, I'm going to have to carry this whole weight on my shoulders. I'm going to have to run this country by myself, and with Eric Trump saying that he is a White House outsider, he's looking in on the White House and he wants someone to start fighting for Trump. So apparently Trump is crying that he has to carry this country by himself, that nobody cares about him, nobody's protecting him, nobody's doing anything. There's letting everything happen to him and he doesn't understand why. And when you look at it, you're like, well, how much weight exactly are you trying to do? How can a party that's doing so much better than the Democrats, as they say, not embrace Trump? And they said the father has been the voice of the country. I don't know what country he's talking about. Maybe he's talking about Russia, right? But I don't know how Trump has been a voice for this country, because last I heard and last I saw, he was at the Boy Scout rally starting the whole confusion. He's still, now check this out, the dude's in office, right, but he's still campaigning. We won Idaho, we won Pennsylvania, Mississippi, Washington. Of course you did, because they're all racist states and they don't want nothing to do with us. But with that being said, they're saying, hey, we have all this stuff that's going on, and I won all this and I did that and I did all this. Well, of course you did all that. Big deal. You won. But you didn't win the popular vote. You didn't win the American people's vote. You won the Electoral College, which is so antiquated, so outdated, so obsolete, so horrible. As a matter of fact, I remember the Republicans saying when President Obama swept the Electoral College, I mean, he was up to I think 400 or something crazy like that. We got to do away with the Electoral College. It's really not showing a popular vote. The American people aren't speaking. But yet and still, this orange dude that's in office right now is basically, doing what he wants to do, and he keeps campaigning even though he won. Why are you still campaigning, Trump? Why are you still going to different cities and different states and different countries talking about, well, I got the votes, in this state in Ohio and Pennsylvania, and I got to vote in Russia. I mean, he's going to say that one day, because that's what he's doing. He's working for the Russians. I mean, this is the United States of the Soviet Union right now. But with that being said, Eric Trump says that he's putting blame on the Democrats too. He's saying that the Democrats would rather see my father fail than see this country succeed. Here's my issue with that. You had a whole Republican Party doing everything that they possibly can to make sure that President Obama did not win. Exactly, yes, right? They made sure that President Obama did not succeed. They wanted to make sure he was a one-term president. They wanted to make sure that nobody knew anything about what he did. And what they're doing right now is trying to overturn everything that is basically associated with President Obama. And I mean, I don't care how much they do, they're never going to wipe out the legacy of President Obama. Yes, there needs to be a warning sign right now. There is so much going on. There's so many things that's telling us this man does not need to be in office. Anytime you go to a Boy Scout, these are Boy Scouts, y'all. Boy Scouts, these are little boys learning how to tie knots and make friends and do well for the whole country. So apparently Trump sent someone and lied to the Washington Post. Dig this, check this out. Like, I don't know why he doesn't understand that people fact check, right? So Trump sent something to the Washington Post stating that, oh, the Boy Scouts of America loved my speech. They asked me to come back. It was the best speech ever. So now what we do know about the Jamboree with the Boy Scouts, they have this every single year. Every president has had the opportunity to grace this particular Boy Scout event because they want the boys to feel like, you know, they're part of the country and that their significant contributions matter, which they do, right? But in doing so, you know, the orange dude turned it into a campaign party instead of just telling the young men, go forth, serve, do what you got to do, be good in school, keep your credit good, and just go out there, find a wife, and make your life beautiful. Yeah. So instead of doing that, he wants to go ahead and bash President Obama. He wants to get the Boy Scouts to boo him. All kinds of foolishness that shows me that the man is not wrapped too tight. How do you go to little boys, you know, I'm talking about little kids, y'all, kids who probably can't even pee straight yet, and tell them about politics and how bad a past president was, but the past president has accomplishments that you are basically sucking off of. You talk about, oh, the Dow Jones and the unemployment and, you know, this and that. That is still under the tenure of President Obama because your tenure does not start until October. So because yours doesn't start in October, you can't measure what you're doing and not doing. What I can say is right now your approval rating is almost at 29%. That's bad. Some places have you at 31. Some places have you at 29. That's horrible. I mean, like, damn, not even the first Bush had that bad of a rating. That's how you know. I mean, President Bush is probably sitting around saying, yeah, you know, I'm not the baddest or the dumbest president after all, because this dude is in office. So what ended up happening, like I said, was he went to his Boy Scouts rally, and he basically just made a mockery of the United States again. He went to his Boy Scouts rally and just tried to make a horrible attempt to make people feel like he's better. Then moving over, you know, talking about, oh, the Dems aren't supporting him, the Republicans aren't either. Well, you go to a police rally and you talk about roughing up criminals. So you're basically condoning violence. You're condoning police brutality. You're condoning everything that we have tried over the last 40 years to stop. So because you are condoning, you're talking about, oh, don't push their heads down, let's push them in. If the head comes off, so what? Really? You are the leader of the free world, and you are advocating for police brutality. How does that sound? At this point, I swear to goodness, I don't think that the Trump supporters will stop supporting him until they all turn black. That's the only thing I could think of, because this man has openly called a war on black people plenty of times, and say I'm lying because I'm not. He let Sessions out. He has lied. He's got caught lying. Now he's cutting the budget so badly, like he donated this quarter's salary to the Department of Education. You see my face, right? You see my face? Yeah. So you donated $100,000 to the Department of Education. Newsflash, it costs almost $12,000 to educate a student properly. So what? You were able to do like 9 1/3 kids? You were able to help out 9 1/3 child? Like, seriously, is that what you're trying to say? I mean, it's just sad how he is just totally oblivious to policy and what's going on. But yet and still, you got people like, yeah, Trump, you're doing a good job. If they really cared about him, if they really loved him, if they really want to support him, they would first say, listen, man, you got to lay off the Twitter. You're making yourself look like a complete jackass, and you're not only doing that, you're digging a bigger hole. Okay? If you're a real Trump supporter and you're listening right now, that would be my suggestion. Okay? Because right now what you're doing is just digging a bigger hole for people to say this man has absolutely no idea what he's doing. They're trying to say that the man has dementia. We don't know, because I'm not a doctor. But I will say that he has signs of somebody with some serious issues. So the time now is 9:56 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time. It is raining, y'all. It is pouring. It is thunder and lightning. So if you live anywhere between the lower parts of Prince George's County in Maryland up into Philadelphia, you are experiencing rain and 75% humidity. It's very, very, very hot outside, but it's raining too. So hopefully we get a break tomorrow. Tomorrow's forecast out in this Atlantic region calls for for 86-degree weather. And on Friday, which is my birthday, whoop whoop, it's going to be 86 degrees with chances of spotted thunder showers. And Saturday is going to be a wash. All right, so that's it for the weather. The traffic over on, this is so horrible, it's really bad. Over on by Camden, Wyoming, on 13 South, a truck exploded. And when a car hit it, the entire front part of the truck, like where the truck driver sleeps and eats and drives or what have you, that whole entire part of that cargo went up in flames today. I have no information on fatalities yet, but let's just keep that driver and the person who hit that truck in prayer. But it was a horrible, horrible crash. I mean, they had to have lanes closed, diversion of traffic, and making sure that businesses like the Dunkin' Donuts and Applebee's and the Chick-fil-A was safe. Okay, guys. It's 9:56, 9:57, sorry. We are up to our sponsor. So again, our sponsor today, as you can see, is It Works. And if you want to have your business or your school or your agency sponsored, all you have to do is email us at MsOptimizmSpeaks@yahoo.com. Again, that's MsOptimizmSpeaks@yahoo.com. Our rates start at $75 a month and up to $1,000 a month. It depends on what you want. But right now, www.chancetheRapper.com. That is the person that we are highlighting right now. So as you can see, we have a lot of products. We have lip and eye, hair, skin, and nails, cleansers, defining gel, everything. I will tell you this. The wraps really work. The wraps work. Also, if you have like crow's feet, that's what they call them, crow's feet? Yeah? Yeah, okay. Crow's feet and smile lines, they have a cream that you put on right here, lip and eye. You put it on, and within 15 minutes, you see those lines go away. And the beautiful thing about it is all of the products are 100% natural. Yes, they're plant-based products, and they're awesome to use. And I'm actually going to have another show basically dedicated on it because, we have to be really vigilant as to what we're putting into our system. We have to be very careful what we're putting into our system. And because of that, I want to make sure that my listeners, especially y'all in the UK, thank you so much for streaming with us. They're streaming via Spreaker. And for those who are catching a glimpse on Facebook Live, thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's what we're doing. So thank you so much for Chance the Rapper with It Works. Woohoo! Wait a minute, there we go. It works. All right. So the time now is 9:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to go on with the show. I tell you, we could just talk about Trump all day long because daggone it, that's enough scandal to talk about all day long. So fake news versus real news. We already got that established. Fake news, well, he doesn't want to hear. Real news, the people that's basically slipping under his behind and telling him what he wants to hear. And it's so amazing that's a situation because when I was watching the talk earlier, shout out to my soror Cheryl Underwood, when I was watching the talk earlier, they were talking about people who basically tell you what you want to hear, tell you everything that makes you feel good about yourself instead of the truth. And I honestly believe that people who do not have Trump's best interest